Hey everyone, I wanted to show you a little behind the scenes of my video editing process. So I am using a website called Riverside.fm, and it's used to edit videos and audios for podcasts, and it even creates clips and stuff. So oftentimes the hardest part about doing all of this is editing everything, and getting the footage is easy. Then afterwards, what do you do with it? Especially if you have perfectionism, right? So I can go to Riverside, I'll upload my video as a project, and then once everything is uploaded, I go to edit and I can click right here on the upper right-hand side. It says AI producer. I can click right here and remove some of the pauses. If I do remove the pauses, it's also going to clip the video and make a jump cut. So in this case, I'm not going to remove the pauses because I really need my massage techniques to be fluid and half flow and not skip around. I can remove filler words here. So if I'm using words like or ah or like, it automatically detects those and takes those out. And fluff stuff is like, oh, the mic is unplugged, I dropped something, I have to go to the bathroom, stuff like that. It'll just cut all of that out immediately. In my case, I'm just manually going through everything word by word. I want to make sure that all the captions are good to go. I want to make sure that the pauses are not being cut out because I don't want the video to jump and skip around. And I want to make sure that I'm cutting out all the words that I typically will say over and over again that are irrelevant and unnecessary, like the word like. So I'm trying to find an example right now. Here's one. Right here, I don't like the word so I'm just going to mute it. This does not create a jump cut, it just skips over the word. Let me find a better example to show you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete a lot of this. And let's click mute. Okay, so if I delete it, there's a line through it and it cuts it out of the video completely and it shortens the video. In my case, I don't want it to shorten the video. I just want to make sure that these words aren't coming up on the captions. Okay, let me restore this. I want to mute it, not delete it. So let me give you an example of what this is going to sound like.
Get twice as much done in half the time.
So as you can see,
Then I like
over
to
it.
do, I call them jazz fingers. So I'm just spanning my fingers out.
Okay, let's delete these and I want to show you how it makes the video skip if you delete it instead of just hit mute. So let's go ahead and click play.
Then I like to do, I call them jazz fingers. So I'm just spanning my fingers out. Okay, then we want to do.
Do you see how it did a jump cut and it made it skip a little bit? I do not want that. So when using Riverside, you do want to make sure that you're being cognizant of what you're cutting out of the video, especially if you have audio in it as well. In some cases, I don't use audio. I'll just use the videos and edit them. I can come over here. Let's go ahead and put my logo on the video. Apply brand. Okay. Actually, it looks like there's a little glitch there with my logo. I'll probably have to refresh the page. I've been staring at a screen for way too long. So you can go over here to captions and you can choose different types of captions. I just like the solid border. I usually do 2 lines. Sometimes you could do 3 lines. I can place the captions wherever I like. I can change the color of them if I want to. In this case, I found another word that I want to go ahead and delete. So I'm just going to go ahead and click mute here. So this is basically what I'm doing. I'm going through everything word by word, frame by frame, to make sure that you have a seamless learning experience. And just to kind of show you a little bit of the work that goes on in editing this, it's very time consuming, but it does not have to be scary. So definitely take a stab at it.
Static pressure, consistent. And then the second time around, I'm going to come back and just do a little wiggle.
Okay, so I did not like how the captions were right there. So I can come and move them around. So this is a really easy This is a really easy system to use. Let me go to the main website so you can see what it looks like. I've also discovered that whenever I am recording videos, I get a much clearer video on myself or my MacBook on my webcam, recording it through Riverside than I do through Zoom. When I record through Zoom, it's too pixelated. When I record through Riverside, everything is higher quality. So there is a tip there. So these are some of the projects that I've been working on. You can edit them. Once you're done editing them, you click export. That way, you know that you're ready for the final draft and you can download it to your computer. And then I go up to Canva and then I start adding layers and audio and other things, which I can get into in another video. But I just wanted to give you a behind the scenes of how Riverside works. So these are some of the videos that I recorded. I can come through here. I actually need to re-edit this. So I can come through here and re-edit it if I knew that I made a mistake. Whenever I was first trying out editing everything through the software, I did go ahead and automatically delete a lot of the pauses and stuff, which made my video jump around a lot. So I want to make sure that I have everything really fluid and seamless and it doesn't feel like it's really scatterbrained. So this is just a little bit of my process. And then I go through Canva and I upload my footage and videos and add all the different layers and effects and transitions. And it's definitely a learning experience, but it's not so hard once you get the gist of it. So hopefully this can help somebody. Thank you.